What's up, gang? Hey man, this your boy CJ, and we got a banger today. But I'm not gonna do no reaction video. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. For all my guys that's religious or slightly religious or Christian or whatever the case is, this video gonna be for you because we're gonna go deep. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also make sure you watch this video to the very end because I do have a bunch of gold nuggets in this, because it's a lot of women out there that are trying to convert to Christians. So I'm telling you guys, make sure you watch out for these women before you get into any kind of long-term committed relationship with any of these women. Also, if you haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community. It's only $48 a month, less than $500 a year if you get the 20% discount with the yearly. We also doing the free one-on-one calls. As soon as you jump in, just hit me with a DM. And without further ado, let's just jump into the video. All right, man. So I'm gonna make this video a little bit different, man. I'm gonna read off from one of the guys that sent me a DM inside of the CLG community, and I'm gonna read this because this one kind of hit home for me. You know what I mean? Especially with all these Miami chicks, you know, trying to be born again fucking Christians and shit, and trying to force their interpretations on the Bible and shit on you. So I'm gonna read this one. So the guy say, "My nigga, your videos are grail. Just watched your new vid on you been putting me on to so much game. My family is religious, so I was raised to be a sucker, but I've always naturally thought a lot of that catering to the women shit was bullshit. And then I got to college and saw how shit really be. I would fuck on some hoes who had boyfriends and they wouldn't say shit. A lot of niggas have been brainwashed to believe women are without sin, and it's false. Your vids are a great reminder of what the woman really is. Monogamy has no benefit to the man. It's the biggest trick that society has placed on men. Men of importance always had more than one. Appreciate the game, man." So yeah, man. So I really wanted to break this one down because a lot of women, you know, they go into the churches and stuff like that, and then they listen to what they want to listen to, and then they try to basically force their beliefs on the man as to how he should believe, or what she should believe, how he should operate. So you get all these girls that talk about some, you know, I'm dating for a purpose now, you know, I'm celibate until marriage. Well, are you a virgin? And they say, oh no, I just found God 2 years ago. I just found God 1 year ago. I just found God you know what I mean? They get into that range. Oh, I found God 3 years ago when, you know, these guys just kept sleeping with me and not taking me serious. So now, you know, I'm going to the church to find a man to take me serious and marry me, right? And a lot of girls try to put this on me. See, but what they don't understand is, you know, I can research too. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I'm just going to go off of what I researched. You feel me? I'm just going to go off of what I found. You feel me? I'm going to go off of the word itself, because anybody can misinterpret the word, and people do it all the time. Preachers do it, priests do it, everybody does it. But I'm the type of person, I want to read the word itself, because I'm a very smart individual. I'm a very smart human being. Depending on what I read of the word itself, that's what I'm going to go off of. So yes, a lot of women, they try to go to the church and then they try to turn men into suckers, which is something that they should not do. You get what I'm trying to say? They try to force guys into marriage, legal marriages through the government. And one of the chicks that I was on a date with trying to force me into marriage, talking about, I was like, yeah, I believe in marriage, but God says you don't have to go through the government. This bitch told me, yes, you do. She's like, yes, you do. You do have to go through the government. It has to be real, legal, through paperwork. I said, yeah, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You a lying ass bitch. And the reason I wanted to pull that out, because I asked ChatGPT, and you can read this word for word. I said, do you have to be married through the government in order to be married in God's eyes? ChatGPT says, no. God does not require you to get married through the government to be considered married in his eyes. Marriage in the Bible is primarily a spiritual and covenantal unit. I'm going to look that word up. Covenantal unit, not a legal or government registered arrangement. But let's break it down clearly. Biblical marriage equals covenant before God. So through the scripture, marriage is seen as a covenant between a man, a woman, and God, often witnessed and recognized by the community or family. You feel me? Sealed by commitment vows and sexual union, meant to reflect Christ's relationship with the church. Okay, none of that. You see, it says it word for word. It has nothing. There is no command that says thou shalt get marriage license from your local government. Exactly. It's not a governmental thing, but that's what women try to do. They try to force guys to get married through the government. It's not a government thing. You feel me? Because the government version of marriage is detrimental to most men, because you got to understand, a lot of people get rich through divorce. And if the man has assets, that's exactly what the lawyer is trying to extract when a divorce happens. He sits the girl down and he says, how much assets does your husband have? That's like one of the first questions lawyers ask women when they're going through the divorce. And if it's not the first question, that question will pop up eventually. Some lawyers, they do it differently. They try to build a relationship and stuff like that. But they got to get to that question. Let's talk about assets. They're going to ask that question because to divorce lawyers, it's all about the fucking money. How much resources can we extract out this guy? But it says it clearly here. You don't have to get married legally to be married with a woman. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, yes, there's a bunch of sins, premarital sex, but it's a lot of guys in church act like they don't, like, you know, they holier than thou and all this stuff like that. But you also got to understand, watching porn is considered the same thing as having sex. So for all you guys that ain't getting no pussy, but you watching porn, that's considered sex. That's considered cheating. That's considered premarital sex. That's considered adultery. Yes, that's a sin. Looking at a woman lustfully. So for all you niggas that ain't getting pussy, if you just look at a woman, she got a big old booty, you look at her in lust, your ass is sinning. So that goes from porn, that goes for looking at a woman lustfully, that goes for all that shit. If you even think of having sex with a woman, that is the same as cheating if you're in a relationship or if you're single. You get what I'm trying to say? That's a sin. Thinking of fucking a bitch is a sin. So you got to understand that no man has ever lived without sin. If a nigga thought about fucking a bitch, he's sinning. So you just got to understand that Jesus, God, is super understanding. Jesus wants you to have a relationship. You got to understand Jesus, whatever the case is. Now, I'm not trying to get into this biblical stuff, but you got to be careful with how some people are portraying the word. You get what I'm trying to say? Because in the Bible, it says that Jesus had olive or dark skin. You get what I'm trying to say? He was Jewish. He had white hair with wool. He was not attractive. He was not the most attractive guy. You can chat GPT this if you want to. I think they said they were assuming he was between a height of 5'7" and 5'5". And they said the reason they didn't make him attractive because they didn't want him to kind of look to cause women to lust after him. So he was a very average Jewish guy. You get where I'm coming from? So when the church portrays Jesus as a white guy, they have already committed sin. You feel me? They're already committing sin by false representation of what Jesus looks like. You get what I'm trying to say? But the church don't care because they trying to get the money. So be careful with, like I always tell people, have your own relationship with God. Don't fall into the trap, especially don't fall into the trap of the woman trying to tell you, because the woman is going to misinterpret it and say, you have to marry me before you sleep with me and all this stuff like that. Be like, all right, let's get married right now. Let's get married right in front of your parents. You feel me? Well, I ain't got to buy no ring. This is between me, you, and God. This ain't got to be no government. No, then that's when you start seeing her kind of spaz out. Because you got to understand, bro, a woman's ultimate goal is to get married to a man because they have nothing to lose, bro. They get a significant status boost. And they force you into celibacy. Now she has complete control over you. And guess what? She still has the same dating strategy. Her strategy does not change. Look cute, go outside. She's still gonna have her girlfriends. She's still gonna gaslight you when you tell her things like, you know, I don't like when you go out. I don't like when you do this. It's like, oh, I'm just having a drink. Oh, I'm just getting, oh, you know, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. You know, oh, it's just a friend of mine that's a guy at the church that bought me a drink. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? That's not that big of a deal. Yes, it is that big of a fucking deal. No, you're just insecure. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start using what girls use on men. I'm going to start using it on them. Every time I'm rocking with a bitch, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my girlfriend. What do you mean you just hanging out with your girlfriend? Oh, yeah, I'm just taking her to get a drink. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Stop being insecure, honey. I'm just taking her to get a drink. We're just watching a movie together. Just a girlfriend of mine. Let's start talking to bitches how they motherfucking talk to us and see how they flip the fuck out. Because they know it's cap. This is the thing about women. when they try to say shit, they act like what they doing is innocent. If you told them the same shit that they told you, you feel me? If you tell them the same shit that they tell you, they gonna act like you the biggest fucking man whore on the fucking planet. You get what I'm trying to say? They'll say some shit. Not all girls. My main chick, she don't like that. She don't even want guy friends. She don't want to get no drinks with nobody. She don't want to do none of that shit. But other bitches, they'll get a drink with somebody and you'll call her out on that shit. And she's just like, it's just a drink with my friend. He's just a guy friend from church. He's nothing. That's nothing. Stop being insecure. Stop being insecure. Okay. All right, bitch. Let me start getting drinks with some bad bitches. And let me start telling your ass about it. And watch those tables turn. And you know what you say to that bitch? Stop being insecure. Dumb bitch. But yeah, man, going back to that, bro, never let a woman tell you how to interpret the Bible. You better have your own goddamn relationship with God, and Jesus and whatever the case is, bro. I say the same prayer every day. I say, Jesus, I say, God, Jesus, please forgive me for my future, past, and current sins. You feel me? Please forgive me for my future, past, and current sins. You get what I'm trying to say? Please give me wisdom, strength, guidance, wealth. You know what I mean? And please make me a better man each and every day. In your holy name I pray, amen. My prayer is somewhere along the lines of that. You feel me? That's the prayer that I have. Forgive me for my future, past, or my past, future, whatever. My past, current, and future sins. Because everybody's sinning, bro. If you think about it, bro, your mind, if you think about fucking a bitch, that's exactly the same as fucking a bitch. You get what I'm trying to say? Some of these niggas be acting like holier than thou, whatever. They be like, oh, CJ, you do premarital sex? Bitch, you watch porn. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Like you ain't watch no motherfucking porn. Like you ain't look at that big ass booty. I seen you look at that bitch booty. So you fucking, matter of fact, you sinning more than me. Cause you watching porn more than I'm fucking. You watching porn 3 times a day. I'm not fucking 3 times a day. I'm not getting my sick dick sucked. Some days I am. You feel me? But guess what? With my main bitch, I'm married. I married her. So that's marriage. So every time she sucked my dick, that's not even a motherfucking sin. I married her ass. You feel me? That's with God. We married under God. We ain't got no paperwork, no nothing. Her culture even allowed it. We married in front of her parents, her family. Everybody was motherfucking there. You feel me? So that's not even a sin. Every time my main bitch sucked my dick, that's not even a sin. Now them other bitches outside sucking my dick, okay. But I sin less than your porn watching ass motherfucker. So these motherfuckers be walking around here like they holier than thou, like they be doing it. Nah, no. No. Okay? You just a sucker. You got duped. God damn it. You let that woman talk you into going through the government route. You don't have to go through the government route to be married. You see, it says clearly, you don't have to be married through the government because it's not beneficial to men. You feel me? I would have nothing wrong with marrying through the government if I felt the government was fair. But no, even the Diddy case has proven that the government is sexist as fuck. You know what I mean? Yes, he didn't go to jail for the RICO, whatever the case is, but he still was found guilty. And he still got to stay in jail till sentencing. And yes, he did do some illegal shit. But what I mean by it's sexist is all of the supporters, all of these fucking feminists is like, oh, we lost women rights. Bitch, did you know Cassie was fucking agreeing to that shit? They said us as women, we took a step back after this, after he wasn't found guilty for the sex trafficking and all that, whatever he wasn't found guilty for. I didn't look into the details. But women over here talking about something. We took a step back as women. We're losing our rights. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like that girl didn't have nothing to do with it. That girl was just as wrong as him. They both participated. She was the Bonnie to his motherfucking Clyde. They're both wrong. They both committed illegal acts. But she gets off fucking free clean because she's a fucking woman. It always happens, bro. It always happens. The woman they look at is innocent. Women always get less sentencing, less jail time. It was a woman, I think her name was Casey Anthony. This bitch killed her kids, bro. This bitch still free. She free as fuck. Women always, the fucking justice, the government is sexist. So why the fuck would I do a contract with the motherfucking government? Listening to a bitch. Fuck out of here, bruh. The marriage is between God. Ain't got shit to do with the fucking government. The government sins, nigga. The government get people killed every day, whether you believe it or not. They get people killed every motherfucking day. So, yes, killing is a sin. I don't know if you motherfuckers know that. Everything a goddamn sin. Not everything. But only one person lived without sin. That's Jesus, bro. So don't get caught up into a bitch trying to get you some kind of interpretation. And then the bitch that be trying to tell you the interpretation was a hoe. None of the bitches that be trying to get you a marriage and all this shit like that, they was hoes. Now they found Jesus. Now they want you to be the sucker to marry them. Why didn't nobody marry you when they fucked you? Why didn't none of those guys marry you? They did not marry you because you gave them the pussy. They didn't marry you because you wasn't worth the motherfucking, you wasn't worth marrying. Fuck out of here, bro. Or you just choose bad guys. You just choose the fucking wrong guy. These women ain't got no fucking accountability. They've been turning down niggas their whole life. And they just keep fucking assholes, the motherfucking narcissists, all these motherfucking niggas don't want to give them a chance. Man, cry me a motherfucking river. Another thing that women lie about too. So this is the thing. A woman wants you to marry her, right? But she'll try to boss you around and tell you what to do and all this bullshit right there. But then when you bring up the part of the Bible where it says, well, hold up, bitch. If you want to talk Bible shit, let's talk some Bible shit. God says you're supposed to submit. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it. Ephesians 5:23-24. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife as Christ is the head of the church. That couldn't have been more clear. That's directly scripture. That's directly from the Bible. It couldn't have been more clear. But just in case some people say, well, it might have been, it's interpreted from Hebrew and you never know. Okay, well, let's go to, man, I be messing up these names, bro. Collisions, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. 3:18. Wives, submit yourself to your husbands as is fitting in the Lord. Oh, well. All right, well, let's go to Peter. Peter 3:1-2. Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands so that if any of them do not believe the word, they may be won over without words by the behavior of their wives. That clearly says submit to your husband. Oh, but when you say that to a fucking church, say that to the next bitch to try to force you into marriage before she gives some pussy or some shit like that. So, you know, if we do get married, you supposed to submit to me. And some of them bitches gonna lie. They gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna submit to you. I'm submitting to me. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, so, you not submitting to me. Now I tell you to do something, you don't fucking listen. Well, you're not my husband yet. Okay, bitch. Don't try to play me. You gonna still, like, if you not naturally fucking submissive, you're not gonna motherfucking change, bitch. Obviously, if I'm talking to you, there's a possibility that, like, if we on this type of time, we talking like this, there's a possibility that I can become your husband. You get what I'm trying to say? Through God. I ain't going through the government. Fuck them. I don't trust the government. They some snakes, you ask me. They sin like a motherfucker too. I don't trust the motherfucking government. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys, it says, Timothy 2:12-12, whatever. It says, I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. Oh, wow. Women ain't gonna tell you that shit, though. They ain't gonna tell you that shit. I had to read this thing from the CLG because he said I came from a religious family, and basically he was, in so many words, like, they was trying to turn me into a sucker. But it just says right here, I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. Women shouldn't even be allowed to assume authority over you. It's my way or the highway, bitch. You feel me? We doing this. Man, I was listening to a song by The Baby. I forgot the name of the song, but basically The Baby said, he said, if you do what I say, then I love you. That's how I be feeling. I be losing if bitches don't do what I say, I lose respect for that. But you know how, like, women lose respect for guys that care too much and whatever, show too much care, they lose respect for the guy because the guy put him on a pedestal? Bitch, this is how I lose respect for a bitch. If you don't do what I say, bitch, I don't love you, bitch. If you keep doing what I say, every girl that do what I say, I be loving them more. I be having more respect for them. I be like, damn. Like right now, my motherfucking main bitch on her best fucking behavior because I broke up with her ass. We still broken up. But she used to talk back sometimes and shit. Now she trying to get a nigga back. She do everything I motherfucking say. I'm like, damn, I'm falling in love with this little skinny ass bitch. She lost a whole lot of weight and shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm like, damn, I'm falling in love with this little skinny ass bitch again. Bitch, do what I motherfucking say. No questions asked. You know what I mean? You know the difference when you dealing with your bitch. You just, hey, babe, come over here real quick. And you try to make out with her and put her hand. Oh, make it quick. Oh, Oh, I don't feel like sucking it. I ain't getting none of that shit right now, nigga. I touch her arm. She rolling over like, okay, let me brush my teeth. Let me put some water. She's sounding sweet. And then she's sucking it, moaning and shit now. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Do not want to read this one again. Do not permit a woman to teach or assume authority over a man. Boom. So all you simp ass niggas, see, religion is not turning guys into simps. It's women trying to misinterpret the Bible to turn you into a simp. Religion means you should be masculine as fuck. No woman should have authority over you. None. It says it clearly in the Bible. No woman should have authority over a fucking man. There's a pecking order. God, Jesus, man. Well, God is Jesus, but you know what I'm trying to say. God, man, woman. That's the pecking order. God, man, woman. God damn it. So all you guys allowing these women to control you and tell you what to motherfucking do, you already lost. I'm going to go back to the baby line. If you do what I say, then I love you. If you listen to me, I will have more respect for you, meaning the more I respect you, the more love I got for you. You get what I'm trying to say? But see, when you stop doing what the fuck I say, I start losing respect for you. You not going to get the same energy out of me. Telling me what to do? Bitch, that's why I always tell people in the CLG community, don't ever listen to a bitch. I'm being real. You feel me? I'm not with that politically correct shit. I'm not being sweet, nice, trying to talk to the masses, all that crazy shit. No, nigga. I'm talking that truth. Don't you ever... This is what I'm trying to say. See, these verses, they not trying to tell you to be mean to the bitch, nothing like that. You can hear her suggestion, but at the end of the day, it is your decision. You have the final say. If you don't like her suggestion, the answer is no, bitch. You don't gotta say no, bitch. I'm just being passionate because I'm talking on this camera. This is how I'm feeling. I don't say no, bitch. I just say no. It's like, oh, honey, we should watch this movie. And it's some movie I don't want to motherfucking watch. Like, I remember some bitch was asking me, oh, the Jurassic Park movie came out. We should watch it. I say, nah. Really? You're just gonna say no? No, I'm not gonna watch it. Now I'll watch that F1 movie. You feel me? We can watch that F1 movie. Oh, I don't want to watch that. Well, I guess we ain't watching the movie then, bitch. God damn it. It's my way or no motherfucking way. If you don't want to watch the F1 movie, then bitch, I'm gonna find another bitch to watch the F1 movie. I'm not watching no Jurassic fucking Park. I don't want to watch that shit. Last time I tried to watch that shit, I fell asleep. Them movies be boring as fuck. So I'm not watching no Jurassic Park. But I'll watch that F1. That's my shit. I'll watch that motherfucking F1. I'll watch that shit. I'll watch some race car shit. You get where I'm coming from? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So at the end of the day, bro, see, women, they be wanting to try to interpret the Bible how they want to interpret the Bible. No. God damn it. It clearly states you do not have to get married through the government. We can have a ceremony. We can have it all. It don't got to be no big ceremony. I don't even have to give you a ring. As long as we married in God's eyes. See, the ring is a marketing tech. Everything is, bro, America is a business. Everything is marketing. It don't even say you got to get the bitch a ring. The ring is a marketing strategy so that people can sell more diamonds. The diamond industry was trying to get big, and they say, damn, how we gonna sell more diamonds? Oh, we gonna trick men into believing that they gotta buy. Niggas is always trying to trick men into spending more money. It's always about men spending more money. That's why, and the more feminine the market is, the US, the more money is spent. Feminine people spend more money than masculine people. Masculine people are frugal, bro. The Japanese samurai, in order to become a Japanese samurai, you had to be frugal. Frugal does not mean cheap. Goddamn, I'm doing this fucking video in a fucking BMW. Frugal does not fucking mean cheap. Frugal means you get stuff for a fair deal. Now, I got this goddamn BMW. I negotiated it down so goddamn good. I got it for lower than what the fuck they paid the lady for the trade. Goddamn it. But I can do that type shit because I was selling cars, motherfucker. So I got the motherfucker for lower than the trade value. You get what I'm trying to say? What I got it for lower than what they wholesaled the motherfucker, what they bought the shit from the trade lady from. You feel me? So you gotta understand, frugal don't mean that you motherfucking cheap. Frugal, like, Cheap means you just want the cheapest thing no matter what. You don't care about quality or nothing. That's what cheap is. Cheap is, which one cheaper? Oh, the ramen noodles? I'm gonna eat the ramen noodles. But you don't care nothing about the quality. You don't care about... No, frugal just mean you want a fair deal. But it don't got to be the cheapest deal. It just got to be the best deal for you, right? For me personally, I like German engineering because I'm an efficient person. I like to get the front A to point B quickly. So I like the way the BMW drive. The BMW is the most exciting car that I've ever driven. You know what I mean? Outside of the supercars where you start getting the fucking Porsches and the Lambos and all that bullshit. But in terms of everyday, you feel me, luxury, BMW is the most fun car I've driven. You get what I'm trying to say? And I appreciate my motherfucking drive because I drive a lot and I'm in my car a lot and shit like that. You get where I'm coming from? So that's why I be trying to get in you guys' heads. Don't let a woman tell you shit. In the CLG community, we beat that into these guys' heads. Do not fall victim to a woman's talk. Do not fall victim to a woman trying to take leadership over you. Do not fall victim to a woman trying to take authority over you. Do not fall victim to a woman trying to do anything outside of what God has intended a woman to do. That's as blunt and as simple as I can possibly keep it. So I really wanted to make that video to get that in some of you guys' head because I know some religious guys out there. It's a lot of religious guys out there. It's a guy right now marrying a chick that he shouldn't be marrying because he's religious. They met on fucking Instagram. He put a DM in her thing. Motherfucker taking her on dates. Motherfucker buying her shit. Motherfucker sending her love letters. I say that shit ain't gonna last. This bitch gonna get fat as... She already fat. She gonna get fat as fuck as soon as... She already said she gonna get fat as fuck after the fucking wedding. She don't give a fuck about you and she masculine as fuck. So I'm like, this bitch just taking all the good from the Bible and she found the sucker. You feel me? He think that he really doing right and really... No, she found the sucker. There's a reason why that guy last girlfriend cheated on him. He was a sucker. You get what I'm trying to say? And I won't be surprised this fat bitch cheat on him. Because he's a sucker. Everybody knows. All the real niggas know. So for all you guys out there, man, if you haven't locked into the CLG community, man, lock in ASAP, bro. While it's still $48 a month, I'm doing a one-on-one free call. As soon as you jump in, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing it, but you jump in, you do a one-on-one with me, and we can get to it that way. We can chop it up. And then also it's less than $500 a year because you get a 20% discount if you do the yearly. So with that being said, man, I am out, bruh. Peace.